So before we get started on the oral gymnastics, which is the next step, we have a warm-up exercise. The warm-up exercise is to help you feel how your tongue and lips should be positioned so that you can think about that feeling, you can feel the way your tongue should be sitting in your mouth, and then you can keep that feeling, keep that tongue position while you're doing the oral gymnastics. So the line I'd like you to repeat 5 times is Vous avez voulu rendre service à vos parents. The reason I choose this line is because it's very difficult to say if you don't have your tongue in the correct position. Now, I asked you a lot to keep the tip of your tongue touching the inside of your lower teeth. This is going to become a problem when you get to voulu, because you are going to want to raise the tip of your tongue up to say voulu. You're going to want to raise the tip of the tongue up for the L. So what I want you to do is keep the tip of your tongue down and make the L sound with your part of your tongue that's about here. You're going to touch that to the roof of your mouth. So you're going to say, instead of voulu, you're going to say voulu, voulu. And because you're saying it this way, your tongue will be in the correct position to make the French R. Now remember what I told you in the previous step when I asked you to make the French R, first to practice the French R before you actually try to make it. Practice the French R. Do this for me. Say voulu, and then close your soft palate down by breathing out of your nose. If you breathe out of your nose, you will feel what it feels like to push your soft palate down. So first say voulu, voulu, voulu. So I can feel my soft palate coming down, which allows me to breathe out of my nose, to redirect the flow of air. Voulu. Now that I remember what it feels like to drop the soft palate down, I can perhaps just, instead of dropping it down completely, I can perhaps just brush against the back of my tongue. Voulure, voulure, voulure. So perhaps I can say voulu rendre, voulu rendre. Now I already had a student write in and tell me that she was having a problem going from voulu to rendre. The reason I think is because she was letting the tip of her tongue pop up to make the L sound. Now that may be what the French people do, but it's not what I want you to do as a native English speaker. As a native English speaker, I'm giving you this trick to help you keep the tip of your tongue from pulling back. That's what you really want to avoid, is letting the tip of your tongue pull back, which it naturally will do because you are an English speaker, and for you, an R means I pull my tongue back. I see an R, I pull my tongue back. I bet that when you read, without realizing it, when you see an R in a word, you pull your tongue back, even though you are not speaking. So we need to do everything we can to avoid that. And the point of doing the oral gymnastics, what I want you to concentrate on is, I know where my tongue should be. I'm keeping my tongue flat in the bottom of my mouth and forward, and I'm noticing if I ever pull it back. If I ever have a reflex to pull the tongue back, I need to fight against that. And what I need to do is, when I'm listening to the native speaker and then trying to make the same sound, if I feel myself pulling my tongue back, I need to repeat that sound. I need to try again on that sound, try to make that same sound while keeping my tongue forward. So the whole point of this warm-up exercise is to help you feel that, to give you a difficult set of words that are not possible if you're not holding your tongue in the right position. So what I'd like you to say quickly, first just do the voulu rendre, voulu rendre, voulu rendre, voulu rendre, voulu rendre. And another thing that may help you is to look at what's happening just above my Adam's apple. I'm not only lowering my soft palate, but I'm probably bringing the base of my tongue up a little bit to meet the soft palate. Sometimes I have what one student of mine called the barking seal noise. That might help you. So I'm dropping the soft palate down. At the same time, I'm raising the base of my tongue up. So, voulu rendre, voulu rendre. And you can see that my lips are coming out a little bit. Study those as you look again at this video. So what I want you to do, warm-up exercise is 5 times, vous avez voulu rendre service à vos parents. And remember, for the service and the parents, same thing that I explained in the previous step of lowering that soft palate. Vous avez voulu rendre service à vos parents. Vous avez voulu rendre service à vos parents. And you may notice that my mouth is not opening wide. It's kind of staying closed compared to when I speak English. Vous avez voulu rendre service à vos parents. Vous avez voulu rendre service à vos parents. Say that 5 times. That's your warm-up exercise. And then feel how your tongue feels, where it is. And then keep that same position when you click the next button and you go on to the oral gymnastics and you repeat after the native speaker. And think about where your tongue is. Can you make these sounds? And if any of the sounds are difficult for you to make, you want to go back and repeat and try again to make those same sounds, looking for the tongue position that helps you make those sounds more easily. Keep in mind that French people don't make words hard because it's fun for them. The words for them are easy. So it must be because they know how to place their tongue. So if a French word is difficult for you, it's just that you don't yet know how to place your tongue. So the thing about this oral gymnastics is learning by trial and error where to place our tongues to make these words easy to say. And that's what makes French a lot more fun to speak. All right, enjoy it.